Yep, he did it. Yep. Uh-huh. Somebody found a wet hole. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh, that's right. Oh, Daddy.
I got a really bad feeling that that ladder ain't gonna survive.
Fudge. Fudge. Hey, you want apple?
No. What happened here is the property owner made this beautiful wide opening for me, right? There was a double windrow and a double fence row. You can see it down there.
Yep, right there.
And when they dug it out, he brought in fill and put it in here. I didn't know that he put fill in here. I would have went through here. But I pulled in, the combine just went, ooh,
Boom.
stop.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's going to be in trouble. Yeah, so
Shit.
the combine stopped.
Yeah.
And I thought, what the hell? And I backed up, and it just went to China.
Boom.
Went to China. So if they move their ass and get a wagon up here, we'll get it unloaded.
Well, Tim said it's going to take the 7810. I'm like,
7810's fine.
okay.
So you got to pull it out backwards.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll pull it ahead a little bit once we get it empty, and then I'm going to have to flip I'll have to make sure that that ladder goes forward so that it doesn't tear it off like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first I've been stuck with this, and I'll tell you what, it's proper, buddy. We are in the shit. Now, you didn't expect it to be that bad, did you?
No.
Yeah, just wait, there's no bottom to it.
That's crazy. When sink, nose dive.
Like, what the hell happened? I'm thinking that maybe I lost a belt, because no matter what, it goes. I put it in first gear then to back up because it wouldn't move. And I didn't notice that anything was, I saw there was a little sponge. I thought, oh, there must be a small hole that they filled in. It fucking looks like they dug a pond under there. So whatever. Such is life. But I'm full. I mean, I'm full to the top. I was going to take it down and dump it in that truck. That didn't happen. Yeah, it's full. So there's probably 7 or 8 7 ton of corn in there. So we get the 7 tons of corn out of there. And I think there's some cool. Yeah, right here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. Well, I'll grab a hold of that and pull towards that little tent that's over there. It'll come right out because it's solid under here. It's just right there. And I kind of want it. Oh.
I saw him like, what the heck?
Oh, it just, yeah.
It sinks.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is, I figured, well, I'll just go through here because they dug that one out there, and I know there's a spring there, and I don't want to fold up the head every time I go through the opening, but I guess I'm going to have to now. Do you know it's cold?
It is cold.
Damn cold.
You don't want this apple?
Right now I don't. I'm gonna go. check that. See what happens.
Oh, this camera.
Yay!
Are you happy, Mr. Pandy?
Well, I'm not sad.
Holy hole!
Yeah, see? I
Oh
mean,
my goodness!
so I think they dug a tree out there.
Oh my god! Remember not to VT in there?
Well, you can VT it, but
Oh, I was thinking.
you
Damn.
probably won't. This thing had. You realize this machine is 46,000 pounds empty, right? And then you add all that, the 16 or 18, 16, 15, 16, 18,000 pounds of corn that was on it.
Yeah.
It's definitely it definitely is heavy.
I'm shocked only one chain got it.
Why? No, it'll come right out. I mean, I didn't do old rookie stuff like Cody did that time. Do you remember Cody digging for China?
Oh no, he was making a hole for him to bury his tractor.
Oh, he dug it deep. I mean, he definitely made the 6-foot mark. Ain't no maggot's gonna go in on that thing. I mean, that thing is, he had that thing buried. But no, when you realize you're stuck, a mature farmer will say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna call for help because this can turn into a track hoe in a big hurry. Or 7 tractors, and you can do damage. I mean, these combines are, it doesn't matter whether it's a John Deere Gleaner, Fendt, whoever, combines really are not designed to pull. You better empty it. I've seen guys dump it into grain carts and then dump from one grain cart to the next grain cart because the grain cart was already stuck. Down in North Carolina, you saw that.
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
Like they dumped from from the combine to a cart to another cart to get out of the water, out of the mud.
Got dirt in your face.
Oh, I was born dirty. Not the first time. We're doing okay. Tim can hook up and then we'll come over here and we'll have him load it up and we'll get however many loads that is out of here. I mean, this place is yielding like a son of a bitch.
We got a bald spot here.
Well, that's a wet hole. So when we planted this, it was dry. And then
We were planning on a dust.
we planted in the dust. And then, well, we planted it at the right time. The moisture was right, but then it got really dry.
Really dry.
And then after that, it got really wet. And I'm actually surprised this did as well as it is doing. It's one of these places that it's a hit and miss. You either get a good crop or you get no crop most of the time. It's kinky, you know. It's kinky. So anyways, if you look at my chart over here, it's once you get out of the red is where you can see that it's not so good. And then once it gets into yellow and then goes green, once you get into green, the legend, that green is 180, 160, 180, 170, 180. You get into the dark green, then it turns into 200, 300 bushel. 200-300 bushels. It goes nuts then. I mean, you get some really good results like that. See, it turned dark green.
I see.
Tim's over there. I don't know why he thinks I'm gonna go. I'm not going over there. He's gonna have to come over here. We used to make hay here a lot. So this is not a replant. I think I went up and back on one of these things and then realized, this doesn't need it. So the only replant that's left to harvest is that 3-corner field over there. And the rest of it is the single deal. And I came back in with nitrogen on this stuff to recover it, which was a good move. It was good, definitely what I needed to do. look at it in the back there. It's pouring in pretty Right, so, you know, where this end of the field is not the best end of the field. You can see there's water laying in there. But I think you PT'd over there, didn't you?
I did. I opened a field that's like forever not.
Yeah, it was 20 some odd years without paying.
Yeah, I've opened it up and VT
Yeah, it was
little
heavy.
by little.
So the guy farmed it. We farmed this ground, and then I should go talk to them, pull out those fences, and get that field. Pretty easy enough to just shuffle right through the fence lines. I don't know what her name is, but they used to have horses. They don't have horses anymore.
Oh, you can find that on your thing.
Yeah, I can find out real quick.
Oh, wet.
It's wet here. Yeah, this is so. We quit farming this for a couple of years, literally maybe 4 years, and the reason we quit farming it was the price of corn back in the 80s. Let's see, in the 80s had tanked so bad, and late 80s we quit, mid 80s. My grandfather had died. We had it in CRP, and we had it in CRP, and we took it out. It came out of CRP, and we had to make this decision: are we going to farm it for grain again, or what? Put corn in it 1 year, and the deer came in and decimated it. Well, they decimated it, so we let it go. And then another guy came in. He came down from Sparta, New York, believe it or not, to farm this ground. He farmed it for 1 year, and he put a lot of money into it, limed it, did all this stuff. The deer decimated his ass, and he quit. Then it was 4 years in total that we did not farm it, or so. Might have been maybe more than that. I don't think so. It was like 4 years. Anyways, I came in and I got it back after a local farmer that he took it up and he put lime on it and did the same thing, limed it, fertilized it, and he got a crop. He said the ground's not bad. It's just you got to be smart about it. I mean, we know because we've done it. But I mean, I was a kid. I mean, it was in the mid '80s. I got it back in the '90s, and I grew beans on it 1 year, and then back into hay. But anyway, we limed it in 2000. We limed the ever-loving stuffing out of this place. And it produced. It actually did produce pretty good. I wouldn't complain at all about how it produced. And then last year we put soybeans in, and with drought, we ended up with what, 30 bushels to the acre off of it or so?
Yeah, 30.
That was it because of the drought was so bad.
Yeah.
And so we got our 30 bushels to the acre. And this year we went ahead and we put lime. I pulled soil tests off of it. pH is fine still, and the calcium levels are high enough for soybeans and corn. So that's why I decided to go ahead and put corn into it instead of going back into hay.
Ah, there he is.
Well, we better move his ass. A little smoke there on that old 6210. I wonder why. Okay, so the grain bins are full. Nothing's broke down or anything, but we still have some unfinished business in the hay market. So Grant came down here. He's running the baler I usually run. Tim's raking. It's a little damp, but what are you gonna do? It's gonna steam out. We'll put it in a pile on the load next. Oh, that is what we don't like to hear. Yeah, so that's what happens when you jam it up. See that little bugger right there? That bent rim? Yeah. Right over there is a culvert, and he slipped off the culvert and everything landed on that rim and bent it. So we just took the tire off the other baler, since the 8530 is on the VT, and yeah, pulled that tire off of there, put it on this one to get it going. And I'm going to go home right now, and I'm going to get that sucker off of there, and I'm going to get it off of there, and I'm going to bend the rim back, excuse me, bend that rim back, and I'm gonna put air back in that tire, and then, you know, like tomorrow he can put this tire back on Teresa's baler, the older baler. This is the new baler, and we will be fine. I will show you this. Oh, there's nobody coming. So this is what he did right there. Dropped that right down in that hole, and it just kabango, the end of the rim. You can bend these rims back into shape if you want. If you're strong enough with a sledgehammer, they go right back into shape. They're not. It's not like they. It's not like it's ruined. It's not ruined. And we have to do these 1, 2. There's 1, 2, 3 fields here, and then there's another place that has 2 fields. Timothy is raking those right now. He's probably done. He's going to do that, and then lo and behold, we will be done. All right, so this is how the rim looks. I hit it a couple of times, and then I realized I wasn't rolling the camera, and I know that a lot of people like to see me be on stuff. So, oh, my phone is talking to me. Yeah, okay. Here we go. And we'll beat this thing right back to where it belongs. Yes, Tim. Oh. Call. Yeah, tell him to come home after that, because Jackie Striegels is going to be tomorrow. All right. Call him back and tell him to come home after that. Oh, okay. All right, good. All right, bye. Now, you can't tell the difference. It's good. Got a little bit of a lip right there. I think we're good. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay, that's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pump it back up. It didn't damage the tire too much. Let's see. He drove it a little ways. I don't think there's any problems. Took a chunk out right here where it slipped off, but it didn't cut out the sidewall. So that's a good thing. I'll just chuck it over on its side, pop that bad boy off. Hopefully it's not unscrewing the whole thing, and it is. All right, there we go. And I will put air into it, put in my 55 pound of air, and that'll be that. These tires, these are Alliance tires. These suck. I hate Alliance tires. They always go bad. But they do make better tires. Bredestein makes good tires. Trelleborg makes a good tire, and I'm gonna have to, if I got a couple more tires that are causing me problems on the other balers, on the other baler, the one that he's actually running, and I got to change tires. So I hate buying 4 tires and then I got all these tires. I got tires back there that, yeah. So if I got a bad tire, I'm gonna have to use that. But I'll shut up now and get on to something else.